I've been joined by Ivan BorasLegend Lapanje, who plays for Copenhagen Wolves FIFA division. Ivan is the reigning world champion in FIFA after winning Virgin Gaming earlier this year, and with that $140,000. During this weekend, you and your girlfriend are in Copenhagen on an all-inclusive paid trip by Copenhagen Wolves. What do you think about the Danish capital? Have you been here before, and what have you been doing during your trip?
I've been here 2 years ago on a party trip actually. It's a very nice town. I like it a lot. It's very people are very open. It's very calm and soft. Yeah, I think it's a very nice city.
So you back in Sweden, you live in Borås near Gothenburg.
Yeah.
Could you try to describe what a normal day looks like in your life? What are you doing after waking up in the morning?
Yeah, it's pretty much same as everyone, except that I don't go to school right now and I don't work. My work is right now it's FIFA. So it's normal. I hang out with friends, with my girlfriend, family. I watch a lot of football, and I also have started to go to the gym lately.
So besides FIFA, do you have any other hobbies? You mentioned working out. Is that one of the other hobbies that you have, or what are you up to on a normal basis?
Yeah, probably my biggest hobby is football. I watch a lot of football. Follow my favorite team, which is SS Lazio from Rome. So yeah, that's like probably my biggest hobby. It's football.
So when did you start playing FIFA, and how exactly did you get into the game?
Actually, I started to play FIFA, it was like 98, so it was long times ago. I got the game as a gift from my father, and since then I always played a FIFA series, and I just play for fun. Yeah, so I played for a very long time. This year is 15 years celebration for me.
Congratulations with that. Looking at FIFA and other games in general, do you play any other games than just FIFA, or is it just FIFA that you focus on?
It's actually just FIFA, because FIFA takes a lot of time, and I need to also hang out with, of course, my friends and girlfriend, family. So it takes a lot of time FIFA, and I only have time for that right now. But it's like the summer, I've been playing a lot of this game, Last of Us. So at sometimes I just chill out with other games, but during the season it's like just FIFA.
So you mentioned that you started playing FIFA in the late 90s.
Yeah.
So when exactly did you realize that you were better than most other young guys at FIFA?
Like I told you, before I just played for fun, and it was like 2006 or 2007 when I started to play on the internet, and right then I realized that I like beat everyone, and then I realized that yeah, this is maybe my thing.
So as I said earlier in the interview, you attended the Virgin Gaming tournament in Las Vegas in early 2013. I wonder, what was Las Vegas like? It must have been quite an experience for you.
Yeah, it's the same like you think of Vegas. It's very fancy cars, people wear very fancy clothes, and it's very big, like all of the lights. But actually, I have to tell you that I thought that the city, like the main city, would be bigger, but it was actually pretty small. But yeah. I think it's very expensive, those bills for the lights. It's very shiny.
So you ended up winning the whole thing, but going into the tournament, did you actually consider yourself a candidate to the gold medal, or did you just think that you would just end up somewhere in between, like last and gold medal? Wait, what was your thoughts going into the tournament?
Before the tournament, I played like almost all those guys. I played them before, and I knew that if I had a right day, I could beat them. But it's like I didn't have so much experience, so it was like I was in the first games. I was a little bit like shaky, But when I started to play good, started to win games, it was just like a big flow. And yeah, it was a very great victory.
So looking at the tournament overall, what's your thoughts on it? Was it well organized? Was it well executed?
Yeah, it was a very, very good tournament. And people are saying it like there are some other tournaments like Interactive World Cup and such things, but this is like the absolute the biggest of them. Like it's the Champions League, like it's the really biggest tourney of them all.
It sounds like it was quite an experience. How, like, compared to other experiences in your life, how was winning in Las Vegas? How would you rate that compared to other moments?
I had some really great moments in my life, like when I met my girlfriend. I have to say it, which is true actually, and when my sister was born, my small sisters. But like those moments. In all categories, I think it's top 10, maybe top 5.
So, Virgin Gaming, do you think that adapting another tournament structure from, like, let's say League of Legends World Series, do you think that would help promote FIFA 14 and the tournament?
I remember when I was in New York 2 years ago. That was the first time they ever held the Challenge Series with those huge prizes. And then they told that they would probably hold this tournament like 3 times every year instead of 1 time, which is now the structure. And I think probably they will, I hope that they will make it like they have like 3 or 5 competitions every year, so that FIFA gets like bigger exposure. Because now it's only 1 time every year, and right then like FIFA gets really big. And if they held it like more times every year, I think it would be very good for the FIFA scene.
So could Virgin Gaming be the sole tournament that help promote FIFA, or do you think that other tournaments have to step it up in order to promote FIFA? Or is it only tournaments that can help promote FIFA, or what do you think in general is needed for FIFA to grow?
The thing is that people, they love money, of course, and Virgin Gaming has the biggest prizes by far. And right now I think they are like the ones that can make FIFA grow the most by having those tournaments and making it grow. Because like when it is big prize money, there's always people that want to play and like be the champions. So yeah, I think that they are the biggest factors right now, the biggest factor, Virgin Gaming.
So looking at your life since Las Vegas, since you win in Las Vegas, how has it been? Has anything changed since winning? I mean, $140,000 is quite a lot of money. So has anything changed?
Not that much actually. I'm still playing a lot of FIFA. Like people are asking me, why do you still play FIFA? And I tell them because that's my passion. I love FIFA. It's one of my great passions. So I'm still having a lot of practice. Still having the same routines pretty much. It's just that I started to like get on the TV and like newspapers, stuff like that. So like more people know me now than back then. Yeah.
You mentioned your passion for FIFA. Do you think that is what makes you better than the rest, basically? Do you think that a lot of players who just play for the money maybe are not as passionate about the game as you are, and that's one of the reasons why you are better than most players?
I don't know, I think that all players that play FIFA serious, they all have a great passion for FIFA or a great passion for football. So I think we're all pretty much on the same level when we come to passion. So so I think it's the same for everyone.
A guy who's also very passionate about FIFA is your teammate Rosenmeier.
Yes.
He has told us that when you guys play each other, it's almost even who wins the games. Is that true, or is that something you want to comment on?
Yeah, it's actually true. I think I played all of the top FIFA players, and he's definitely the guy that I think is the best of them. So for me, it's a great training to play versus him. It's like I can't get better player to play versus, and he's very strong. And we played a lot of games lately, and it's actually been very even. But it's very big difference between playing on the internet and playing offline. It's like different gameplays. So we only play on the internet. So it's very hard to tell who is the best one. But actually, the last 3 games I won them. So maybe can't live on the old glory.
Okay, so we have a new game coming out, FIFA 14. What are your thoughts on the game? I know that you have been playing it like a little bit now and then. What are your general perception of the game? What do you think about it?
We tried out the demo versions, and it's like every year when they make a new game, you're not used to the moves, and you still got like all those moves from from the last game, and it don't work in the new game. So you have to learn like those new ways of playing, and always when you going to play a new game, you always have like panic. What will happen? Will we still be able to be that good and keep the same level? So it's always this panic, you know. But I think probably it will be a good year.
So I know that you have been working a little bit with EA Sports. What have you suggested them? What changes would you like to see being put into place in FIFA 14?
The thing is that the players sometimes make mistakes, like they miss a pass, miss a very easy header or something, and all like the top players don't want those random things that sometimes happen. It's not so usual, but we don't want it to be there at all. But it's still there, but it doesn't matter so much, because if you create the chances, the most chances, you still win the game. But it's yeah, pretty much that. Not so big things, because it's a very good game, it's a great game, and it's not many things that they could make better actually.
So could you try to compare FIFA 14 now that I know that you've only it's only a demo version right now, but could you try to compare FIFA 13 to FIFA 14? Like what are the differences and what are the similarities?
The similarities are like in all FIFA games. It's always been a crossing, and it's the same thing this year, that the easiest way to score is by doing some good crosses. But before, in all earlier versions and games, it's always been like very much about pace, about running fast. And this year it's more about strength and like passing. So I think it's very good, because before, like better players, they could just have some fast players on the top and just put a long ball and just run. Now it's I think it will be more thinking and like building up a good attack.
In FIFA 13, your favorite team was Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Is that something that might change in FIFA 14?
I think not, since they bought Bale. Because they have pretty much this same team. They just sold Özil, which wasn't one of my favorite players last year. He was like the one that I didn't like at all. And now they sold him, and they bought one of the world's best players. So that gives me even more reasons to play with Real Madrid. So I don't think that will change at all.
So as we've already touched upon, you opened up the year with a win in Las Vegas, and you followed it up with a gold medal in the Swedish Championship in June at DreamHack. So overall, I guess 2013 has been quite a good year for you.
Yeah, it's been like a fairy tale. It's been great. I won the double, classic double, with both World Championships in Las Vegas and the gold medal in Sweden. And the gold medal was very special for me in Sweden because last year I lost the finals. I wasn't lucky at all. I lost on penalties and I had a lot of. I hit the post like 2 or 3 times, and this year it was like really great of being there on the same stage and winning the gold medal. It was really great.
So what are the next couple of months gonna hold for you in 2013, and what are your expectations for 2014?
I don't know, because still haven't been much info about competitions yet, but what I know for sure that it will be nationals also next year, and I'm there to defend my title. So that's my main goal next year, to defend the Swedish crown, the champion.
Okay, so before wrapping up this interview, is there anything you would like to say to anyone?
Yeah, I just want to thank Obuto, Steel Series, Komplett and Adidas for giving me this opportunity.